back to another Marble Monday now. In today's episode, we're going to be doing the first 4 Marble Showdown of Chapter 4. So, of course, like I said, this is the first one for the new chapter. And, of course, the last one for Chapter 3 was actually not that long ago, although that was back in July. But yeah, this is going to be the first 4 Marble Showdown in the new chapter. And because of that, I decided to have the marbles match the 1822X color scheme again, just like what I did for the final one for Chapter 3, so yeah. So of course, like I said, we have our usual 4 marbles laid out on the desk right here, and there's not really much for me to go over for 4 Marble Showdowns since they are very simple races, therefore they don't need no explanations, so yeah. But anyways, yeah, like I said, we have our 4 marbles right here, and of course the track. The same as last week's episode, which of course it is one of Ray 22X's tracks, specifically his first Chapter 3 Season 7 track, and I don't need to go over that much info about this track since it's one of his, and I've already went over it in last week's episode, so yeah. So whenever I use one of his tracks, credit to him for this track layout, so yeah. And so yeah, I guess there's basically nothing else for me to go over since, like I said, y'all know the drill on 4 Marble Showdowns, especially because they're very simple races. Yeah, let's just get this one going. So choose any one of these 4 marbles do you think will be winning the first 4 Marble Showdown in Chapter 4, and you only have 5 seconds to guess. Go. And now, let this 4 Marble Showdown begin. First place is Cat's Eye Red, second is Solid Blue, and third is Space Black. And that's because, unfortunately for Jungle, he got stuck at the entry of this blue flat funnel right here. So therefore, we have just gotten ourselves the first DNF of Chapter 4. And unfortunately, that victim is Jungle. So therefore, he's gonna have to come back in next week's regular race in order to make that up. Like, just man. Jungle's 2020-25 has also been pretty bad as well, along with Space Black, but at least he didn't score last. But yeah, unfortunately, 2025 has been a pretty bad year for Space Black and Jungle. But yeah, like I said, Jungle is now gonna have to come back in next week's episode in order to make that up. Yes, I do apologize for a couple line flubs here and there, but yeah. But anyways, let's just head over to the final results. And that's going to be about it for this episode. Like I said, congratulations to Cat's Eye Red on scoring first place, while sadly placing last via DNF is Jungle. So therefore, he's going to have to come back in next week's episode in order to make that up. Like, man, just goes to show how bad his 2025 has been, along with Space Black as well. But hopefully, maybe at least one of them can turn things around before it's too late, but only time will tell. But I guess that's gonna pretty much do it for this episode, since this is just a 4 marble showdown, and there's nothing for me to go over when it comes to these types of races anyways, so yeah. So anyways, that's about it for this, so hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to leave a comment down below, subscribe with that notification bell enabled, and feel free to follow all my socials down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now, and have a good day.